Hello friends! Because most of the world is in quarantine now because of COVID-19 outbreak, a lot of us have been confined to our homes. And for many of us, our lifestyle had to be completely changed. One of the biggest problems is the lack of exercise because all the gyms have been closed in many parts of the country and the world as well. But if you're one of the people who have been going to gym regularly, you don't have to despair because there are quite a lot of things you can actually do from home. Of course, you have to be a little bit creative, but still, you can still achieve effective workout with as little equipment as possible. I'll hate to admit it, but I had a look at American prisons for inspiration. That's places where people are really ripped and fit, and they exercise with hardly any equipment at all. In fact, the exercise program that I have been using at home is called convict conditioning, and is based on the book of the same name. As a software developer, as an office worker, to me exercise is vitally important. I basically spend most of my day just sitting on my bum, and this is why I have to move. I have to do something to be fit. Today I'm wearing this tank top that says Nuts Challenge. For those of you who don't know, Nuts Challenge is an event. It's an obstacle course race that happens twice a year by Dorking, which is not far away from Gatwick Airport, just outside London. And this is by far my favorite sport. Anyway, let's go to the program. So, with bodyweight exercises, you can apply enough resistance to force your muscles to grow. Basically, your muscles don't care whether you are lifting weights or you are lifting your own body weight. But with bodyweight exercises, you have to adjust the angle of your body. With bodyweight exercises, you can almost always find an alternative exercise to what you normally would do in gym with weights. For example, if you are normally lifting the weight on a bench, doing a bench press to 12 reps, you would be able to find some variety of push-ups that will allow you to lift your body only 12 times and no more. And there are so many varieties of exercises that are really heavy, that only professional gymnasts can do. And if you look at Olympic gymnasts, you will see that they look pretty much like bodybuilders. They don't lift weights. All they do is lift their own body weight. So, as you can see, bodyweight exercises can be really effective. One thing that is different about bodyweight exercises, though, is that it's extremely difficult to isolate any particular muscle. Therefore, most of the exercises will be compound exercises, which isn't a bad thing, to be honest, anyway, because you will still be exercising quite a lot of muscles. So, what is this convict conditioning program? Basically, it consists of 6 exercise categories, and then you just do various exercises in those categories. One category of exercises is pressing exercises, so something like push-ups, and there are many varieties of them that you can do. The second one is squats, and you can do normal squats, but also you can do pistol squats, squats on one leg, which I will demonstrate. A third type of exercise is pulling exercises. So any pull-ups, or if you've got any bar at your waist level, you can just basically lay down and pull like that. Another type of exercises are lower back exercises. With weights, those would include things like deadlifts. Without weights, those exercises would include bridges. Next, there are some vertical shoulder exercises, either vertical presses or just handstands. And finally, there are some exercises for your core, your normal abdominal exercises. Before you start doing the actual exercises, you have to warm yourself up. This step is essential to prevent injuries. And by far the best exercise to warm yourself up with is a burpee. Burpee is one of the best cardio exercises, full stop. And fair enough, in the UK, right now, people are still allowed to go outside once a day to exercise. So you can still go outside for a run or for a cycle ride. But there are also many places in the world where this luxury isn't available. People aren't allowed to go out. In that case, if you need some cardio training, that is your best exercise. That's the life hack I can offer you. And this is how you do burpee. You lay down into press-up position, lower yourself down, and jump up. For a warm-up set, do about 20 of those. If you want to have a proper cardio training, do 50 or 100. And now we'll go to the actual exercises. The first exercise I will show you, the one that I do, is 100 press-ups. If you can't do 100 press-ups, which a lot of people can't, you can find a lot of other varieties online. The trick is to pick up a variety that isn't too hard and isn't too easy either. So if you can do about 12 reps of the exercise or 15 reps, it's probably about the right exercise for you to do. The next exercise that we will have a look at are squats. Personally, I'm squatting on a single leg. It's called a pistol squat. But for yourself, you can choose any variety of squat that suits you. The next exercise we'll have a look at are pull-ups. Of course, not many people can do pull-ups. And if you can't do pull-ups, there are some other pulling exercises that you can do instead. Even if you don't have any bars or anything else to hold on to, you can still find any heavy thing in your house, some sort of object that you can lift up by pulling about 12 times or less. The next exercise we'll go to are restless bridges. I do them in a hat because I just don't like this feeling when my hair rubs against the carpet. It's a really good exercise for lower back and your neck. And there are some other varieties of bridging exercises that you can do. The next exercise we're going to are wall handstands. You can also replace this exercise with any other vertical push exercises. In my case, what I'm trying to do is trying to hold this position for an entire minute. When I can't do that, then I'll go into the next step, which is vertical presses. The next exercise after this is a simple abs exercise that everybody knows. After doing 3 sets of each exercise, we are moving on to lighter versions of the exercises in the same 6 categories. And I will start with parallel bar dips. I don't actually own parallel bar equipment, so I just built my own from some chairs and some handles. I do apologize for chairs being dirty because they've been in my garage for over a year without anybody using them. But here's a life hack. That's how you can build your own exercise equipment. The next exercise are simple squats. You can simply do this exercise with a high number of reps. The next exercise that I will be moving on to are variations of pull-ups that work biceps the hardest. And those kind of pull-ups are much easier for me to do than the previous version. The next exercise is also a variation of bridge. In here we are working our lower back muscles, pretty much the same muscles as deadlifts work, and we are also doing some stretching. The next exercise is crow stand. This exercise focuses on your shoulders as well, so this is actually a shoulder exercise. And we finish with another exercise for our abs. In my case, it's leg lifts. So this is how I roll. This is how I trained during COVID-19 outbreak. I'll be curious to know how you trained during the lockdown. So write that in the comments.